Crumbls Cookies, or I guess now just Crumbl, whatever. The dessert franchise that has been taking over America and the internet by storm. I watched one short, just one short, of somebody testing out some cookies just to see what the hype was, and every other video that is a short on my channel is now someone stuffing their face with these very sweet looking cookies, staring into my soul, not saying a word. But the most I knew about them was that they were just some gourmet cookie franchise. But I did not know that they had this rotating cookie menu that they changed every single week. So it's not hard to figure out why people love this franchise so much. I just have a lot of questions for this business. Like, are they actually profitable? Are they truly making more money because of this very unique method? And how the heck do they keep up with all the new flavors that they put out every week, or the rotating flavors that are all brand new to the menu, and also predicting what customers will want so quickly? But first, normally I talk about products and foods and other franchises, but I never actually try them out. You know, I'm so quick to talk trash about them, but I have not ever tried Crumbls Cookies before. So because my professor decided to cancel a class today, and because I have absolutely nothing better to do as of right now, and because there is a Crumbls franchise 5 minutes away from my school, let's go get some cookies. Why am I nervous? It's not that deep. It's just a cookie. I'm just ordering a good cookie, that's all. It was never that deep. Hello. No, I'm here to order. I just ordered here. Yeah.
Okay, so we recently just got flavors released today.
Okay.
So this is what we have. We have a lot of options.
I see, yeah.
Cookie, our regular milk chocolate chip, then our
Okay, you've secured the bag, or the box. Alright, I'm gonna be filming the rest of this in my truck, so hopefully, you know, the lighting and visually everything looks okay. But, gee willikers. This is a big cookie. Like, I seen people eat them, but I guess I didn't realize in perspective how large the cookies actually were. This is huge. This is the size of my hand. No exaggeration. I mean, it looks great, but oh my goodness, I really hope you guys aren't eating several of these a day. Also, people have said that it's raw in the middle, so I want to check to make sure it's not raw. Alright, look, I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but does this look raw to y'all? The middle is very soft. It's like very soft. It's crumbling in my hands right now. I don't know. I can't say. Like I said, I could just be being paranoid, but that looks kind of doughy. I'm still gonna eat it because I paid $5 for this thing. Yeah, it's a good cookie. And just to briefly go over what the inside looked like, I obviously didn't want to record anyone without their permission. The inside, there was about like 4 or 5 workers. Very clean. It's a very small shop, but it's very clean. But the worker who explained everything to me, because it's my first time going, she explained everything to me. They have the automated checkout things. There was one guy working like this really large mixer. There was a few workers in the back that was putting stuff in the ovens. And even despite me ordering only 1 cookie, it still took a little bit of time for them to get it because they were working on so many other orders. There were 2 employees that ended up walking out with like stacks of these boxes. So yeah, needless to say, business is booming. Even when there's nobody in the store, there's a lot of people ordering stuff. And I was able to get a little bit of footage of the inside to show the array of cookies that they have. So they have the 6 flavors, but they also have, I think they had like 2 extra flavors. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of options. Like there's a lot of variety. So like I said, it's not difficult to see why they got so popular in the first place. Having people going back every week for these different flavors is a really attractive thing for a consumer and a customer, because unlike other restaurants where you know what you're gonna have on the menu every single time, it can get a little bit redundant. And not to say that that business practice doesn't work, because obviously almost every restaurant does it and they do well. But adding an element of scarcity and surprise, like a lot of people say when they talk about Crumbls, helps their business a lot. There's no doubt about that. I want to know how they maintain themselves, how they maintain rotating all of these cookies every week, choosing which one they're gonna put on for each week based on the previous results, because there's so many options that it's like, which one specifically do you choose? And one of the other reasons why I think this works so well, what they're doing, and the only way that it really can work, is because of the constant feedback they are getting from their customers. I ended up finding this page of this person that has kept track of all of the weeks of cookies that they've had since I think they opened up. I'll also link it down below if you're just curious to look at it or observe any patterns like I'm trying to do. You can see that from the very beginning, every time there was chilled sugar and milk chocolate chip. Those were the 2 base flavors, which is a really good idea to have a base when you're constantly changing your menu. So it's kind of like a given for customers so they know what to expect. But upon a lot of people complaining and saying that, we don't really like the chilled pink cookie, they got rid of it. So after a while, they took chilled sugar off of the menu as an everyday thing. And instead, they just left milk chocolate chip as the base, as the one cookie that you know is going to be there every week. But even more people ended up complaining, or not really complaining, but giving feedback on which cookie they would want to be the base. And a lot of people really like the semi-sweet chocolate chunk cookie. If you go to their app, which I actually downloaded to look more into this and do more research on them as well, you can go see the reviews that people put under each cookie. And so many people are like, bro, you should make this the cookie that you have every week instead of your milk chocolate chip. So sure enough, they ended up slowly but surely changing the milk chocolate chip and alternating with the semi-sweet. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually they just completely change it overall. So they're very good at listening to their customers, which again, I think is obviously really important when your menu is constantly changing and everything is so sporadic. Okay, so my microphone died. That's my bad. I should have charged it earlier, but I'm just gonna keep filming and try to edit the audio as best as I can. So I'm sorry about this. But my main point is having direct feedback and immediate feedback on knowing which cookie does best or not, I think is one of the only ways that this business can thrive, because of how difficult it is to predict a rotational menu. Like, sure, we know what an individual cookie gets as far as rating and whether or not people will like it, but then compared with other cookies on the same menu, which is always changing, it makes things a lot more complicated. They still are a business at the end of the day, so they're not just gambling their way through this and see if it works, it works. Like, there's definitely some strategy behind the scenes that they're using so they can still try and profit when they're experimenting with all this. And what makes it even better is all the free advertising from TikTokers and YouTube shorters. What do you call YouTuber shorts YouTubers? Is that what you call them? People who make YouTube shorts. They're helping so much with all this free advertising, because the day these cookies come out, they give a rating. And there's multiple people doing this too. So it's not like it's just one person. They're getting feedback in like real time the day these cookies go out by so many different people. So that helps even more with deciding which cookies are actually making them the most money. So they're literally just doing the job for them of not only marketing, but also sales, and just trying to figure out what's the best next move. And that type of loyalty and help from their customers is definitely part of the reason on how they grew so fast. But again, I don't know if they're actually like super profitable, because some people are speculating that they might actually be in debt. There's this one business article where they're saying they opened up new stores, new locations, but they're actually losing money, because of course they make like $1 billion a year, but all that is not profit. So it really does make you wonder how much they're sacrificing in order to continue with this rotating menu thing. And also if that's the reason why they might have to like cut down on cost in certain places, like the payment and safety of their employees, which obviously affects the performance of the cookies, which would then explain why some of the cookies end up being really raw. They might be trying to do too much or bite off more than they can chew, pun intended, for the originality and uniqueness aspect, and as a result it might be hurting other parts of their company. So again, there are a lot of criticisms. In this video, I'm not really advocating for or against the company, if that's not clear. I don't think I'll be back to buy more for the price, and I mean, it's a good cookie, but I'm not paying $5 every week for like one giant cookie. I'm not particularly a fan, but I'm not really a hater either. As I said before, I just really like to observe business practices. This was more just like a video of observation and just seeing the way that they rotate their cookies, experiencing the actual taste of the cookie and also the environment of the store itself, and just going over some things that I found interesting about the franchise and the cookies and everything else that was going on with this company. This is a very interesting company. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Have you ever worked at Crumbls? If you have, let me know down in the comments what's been your experience. Are there any thoughts you have on the business, their business practices, or any theories that you have about the rotation of their menu and how they do it? And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.